Hey, good morning. Welcome, everyone. I'm Chef Regina, and I'm at my cooking school this morning, Regina's Kitchen in Natchez, Mississippi, for recipes for today. What I'm doing, just for a printed recipe, just go to reginaskitchen.com. But anyway, love summer, all of the fresh fruit. So today we're going to make a plum tart. But the best thing about this tart is that it's the base, the pastry that I'm going to make is really quick and easy and very pliable. It rolls right out. You don't have to fuss like a regular pie pastry. I love this pastry too because it has no sugar in the pastry. There's plenty in the dessert. But anyway, the thing about it is without the sugar, it's great for savory, for a quiche or some kind of, British pot pie kind of thing. It's a great pastry to have in your repertoire. So I'm going to show you that today, and we're going to make a plum tart with an almond filling. And the thing about this recipe is traditionally the almond filling for a tart like this is made with almond flour. I prefer almond paste because I love that chewiness that it gives, and it's softer, where the other traditional tart filling with almond flour and eggs, to me, is just a little dry. And I also, so I'll give you that recipe, but I actually add a little heavy cream to the batter too, just a couple of tablespoons, and a couple of extra egg yolks for the batter, and it really makes a difference. So anyway, but you can try this at home and see what you think. So I'm going to switch over and I'm going to show you how to make the pastry. And you're really going to like this, I promise, because it's so easy. And let's make sure it's going to work for me today, when you are trying to show something. So it is 1.5 cups of flour. And then you take a stick of butter and you cut it into cubes. And I put that in the freezer. It's always so hard to get. So anyway, I put those cubes in the freezer. And you put those in with the flour. And the other thing, this is done in the food processor, which makes it so easy. So first you take it, and we're going to pulse the flour in the butter. So I have that butter not over mixed, and then I'm going to add straight into this 2 tablespoons of cold water. I kind of dropped a little water. Try it again. There you go. And then 1 egg. And then we're going to pulse this till we get a nice dough. Great. Now, do you see how that all came together? So you want it to come together like this, and then it's done. And I'm going to switch back, and we're going to roll it out. I'm going to show you how to do this. So I always use my tea towel. When you come and take a biscuit class or a brunch class, I give people the tea towel with my biscuit recipe on it. But I'm telling you, a tea towel, and you can go to Walmart and get, they're called flour sack towels. It's great to roll pastry out on. The other day when I did the soft boiled egg, I put my eggs in this. So it's a great thing to have around your kitchen. So if you see, my dough is nice and pliable, all came together. And I'm smelling the almonds over here from my batter. It smells so good. So plums are great this time of year in August, but Anyway, George Tree Fry, if you're watching this, I know you're in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and love cherries, and this is great with cherries. I find peaches a little watery, but not impossible. I really do prefer plums or cherries for this recipe. But this pastry, you can do all kinds of things. I have this, I used to do it, one of my restaurants, say chocolate banana tart. And I'm thinking, I kind of missed that. I'm thinking this pastry will be great for this. But do you see how this has come together so nicely? And how many doughs can you roll right out of the mixer? So this is, and you want to get it about 1/4 of an inch. And if we're going round, you roll and turn. The other thing that's so great about this is, you'll see when I put it together, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. You just have to make sure that it's big enough to fit and have a little bit of overhang for your muffin. Not muffin tin, your, this, your tart pan. So, the tart pan. And it's essential for this. It's the one where the bottom comes out like that. So you definitely want one of those. Get on Amazon if you don't have one. It's essential for a good tart. Again, a lot of times it's the tools. So, like I said, I love the fact that I have that I can do this in. Let's see. And then what I do, you lift it to drop the pastry all the way in. And I posted the finished product on my Facebook page because you don't have time today, neither do I, to sit here and watch it bake for 35 or 40 minutes. So if you see how I push this in, and then the beauty of a tart pan, I go around and I put my thumb pushing the pastry in towards the edges, just to make sure it's good and stable. And I just come around and push like that. And then it's got a sharp edge, so you just go and you push it. Now, there are all kinds of rules about baking, and this should definitely, most people would say, and most recipes is, put it in the refrigerator for a little while, let it set up. But I really did it the other day and it went straight in. And what I would recommend is doing, so do you see how nice that is? And nice. So then the filling is, I put a stick of butter, cut it into cubes, and I added a 1/3 cup of sugar. No, I didn't. I'm sorry. I did a 1/4 cup of sugar plus a tablespoon. And I whipped that together, and then I cut my almond paste into cubes, and I put that, I whipped that, and then I added a touch of almond extract. And then I added 2 eggs and 2 egg yolks, whipped that in, and a couple of tablespoons of cream. And if you can see, in fact, let me put this over here. So let's see if that's going to show up. Let me show you this closer. So it's the consistency, it looks almost like a cake batter. So it's not real liquid like a cake batter. And then I'm going to come back and put that in the tart. And spread it. You want to fill it, make sure it's pushed all the way in. I really don't want it out there. I'll kind of clean that up. So we've got that. Okay, that's good enough. And then, so what you want to do with a tart, whether you're doing apple tart or anything with the fruit on the top, is you start at the far edge and you start arranging your fruit. And you know what? I'm going to move this mixer and I will put this over here so you can get a closer look at it while I do this. So let's see if I can. Is that it? No. Huh. Let me get it. Well, obviously it's kind of, let's see if I can push this. There we go. So you get a better look at it while I'm doing this. So we're going to start, and you're going to come around. These are beautiful red plums, summer plums. And so do you see this is pretty easy, not hard. And after I get this done, so you preheat your oven to 350 degrees and then you put it in. This usually takes about 35 minutes. And as I say every week, everybody's oven is different. So what you're looking for, what you'll see when it's underdone, you'll see liquid in the center of this. And you have to wait until that liquid evaporates. And that's how I pretty much can tell that it's done. And as it cooks, it's going to cook and then kind of, cook. It finishes right in the center, just like a cake. So you can look at it that way. And we're going to get this all around. So you want your first circle, and then you just start building on top of that. And I think this one's going to be better than the one I made on Sunday. However, the entire tart got eaten, mostly by my husband, Doug. But I left out the sugar, and it wasn't bad because the almond paste is sweet. But I think this will be better with a little more sugar. It doesn't need a ton, because you've got the sugar from the fruit, right? And you see how this is just building, and it will look like you went to a French bakery. You can do this at home, I promise. It's super simple. Because, I do not love making desserts when they're too fussy, but when you can come up with something. So I used 4 plums to get this one done. All right, so, and do you see how pretty and easy that is? So that will go in the oven, and come back and say bye to y'all. So anyway, that's it for today. Love being with you. If you have any questions, just, you can send me a message. But I think I didn't leave out any ingredients this time. And I hope you make this summer tart. And I will see you next Wednesday. You have a great day, and come see me in Natchez. All right, bye.